Now I'm a drifter, a bounty hunter, a mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.
Days Gone delivers a little bear's porridge of zombie experiences. Not too silly, not too grim, a just right mix of open world exploration and complicated characters. Deacon St. John is quite the chatterbox when you're running around the world, so hopefully Sony Bend Studio has the voice actor, being human star Sam Witwer, working overtime to make sure it doesn't get repetitive. I'm pretty sure the roguish but seemingly honourable loner will have a tragic backstory to uncover, and that's fine with me.
The smell of your hair, the touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone.
The good news for a game about a misanthropic biker is that the bike handles just the way you want it to. Fast and agile even when you give up on the dirt tracks and take it off-road to plough straight through a pack of wolves. As any zombie movie will tell you, transportation is an incredibly powerful tool to have at your disposal in a ruined world, and Days Gone highlights its value with a fat menu of motorcycle upgrades and the constant threat of catastrophic damage or fuel droughts. Yes, you can walk around the world, and until you get a good muffler, you're going to need to now and again to avoid alerting your enemies to your location, but the bike gives you speed so you can outrun threats and power so you can take a few freakers out while you're on the road. I like the extra edge it gives to the survival challenge, but if you're one of the people who cries about degrading weapons in games, you might want to stock up on Kleenex now.
Come on! Come on!
My slice of the game happened about an hour into the action, starting at Copeland's Camp, one of the settlements dotted throughout the open world. I eventually found a mechanic where I could upgrade the different parts of my bike and painted it a summery shade of egg yolk yellow. There was a kitchen where I could sell any meat I got from hunting, and a spot for turning in freakers' ears to collect bounties. Yuck. According to Bend, later you can upgrade the camps. This one certainly could have done with some cute pot plants, maybe a tiki bar. I chose a straightforward mission to start with, heading to an abandoned medical outpost to look for bandages for my buddy Boozer. Things never work out as simply as you hope though, especially in an enemy-infested woodland, and the place was electronically locked up. I found some fuel, easy as pie, but starting up the generator also turned on some nearby speakers, and suddenly the freakers invaded. Coming across the odd isolated shambler in the woods, I'd found them pretty easy to deal with, but en masse they were dangerous. No longer cannon fodder, but a wave of arms and teeth. I smashed up a baseball bat and a pipe, and burned through my ammo before resorting to slashing at them with my survival knife. Eventually, I had to flee, heal, and then return to pick off as many as possible before I could safely find a way into the outpost. Luckily, inside I found healing supplies, a weapons locker, and something called Neurotech that let me permanently upgrade either my health, stamina, or focus. Just what I needed before doing some more zombie stabbing. It's important to note that the term zombies is never used in the game. They're freakers, but they look gross, probably smell like a broken down meat freezer, and want to eat anything with a pulse, so you can probably say they're at least zombie adjacent. I also ran into, literally smushed them, a pack of wolves in the woods, and we know that there's at least one freaker bear out in the world, as well as bandits, so the world manages to feel dangerous despite the lush outdoorsy setting.
Come on! Come on! Son of a bitch!
The landscapes of Days Gone are one of the most appealing features. Dark trees sheltering God knows what, dirt tracks patrolled by wolves, stumbling across a mass grave festering in a rainy clearing. Maybe it was the reaction to playing under the blue skies of Assassin's Creed Origins and Far Cry 5 recently, but the Dawa environments definitely help set a tone. An ever so slightly depressing tone. As this is an open world game, it's required by law to have towers, and I eventually climbed one to deal with the radio reception issue for Copeland. At least Deacon has a pair of binoculars, so I could do some sightseeing while I was up there. On my first visit to post-apocalyptic Oregon, I only got to explore for 40 minutes, and the game is still months and months away from being finished, by the way, but what I saw showed a lot of promise. As the genre's name suggests, what's most important for an open world game is the world building at its core. Days Gone has one that feels familiar, sure, but it's also teeming with stories to uncover. My only complaint right now is that I have to wait until 2019 to get on my bike.